When it comes to editing videos, I have a few specific techniques that I love to lean on, and one of those techniques in particular is a match cut. Now, simply put, a match cut is a way of transitioning from one shot to the next. And what makes a match cut different to any other type of transition is it carries one element from the first shot into the second. Now, when I say it carries something over from one shot into the next, this could be color, this could be direction, this could be movement. There are loads of different styles of match cuts, and I'm going to run you through my favorite 6 styles of match cuts. The first match cut is a graphic match cut, and essentially this is just a shape. So if your first shot has a coffee cup shot from above, you can see that circle. The next shot might go into a planet, which is also a circle. It's using that shape to carry over into the next shot. Of course though, it's really important that the size of the shape remains the same. So if in your first shot the circle fills the frame and in the next shot it's tiny, it's not going to work. You want to make sure they're both the same size and same shape in order for this match cut to work. The next type of match cut is an action match cut, and this is essentially just movement based. So if I was to jump up in the first shot and then jump up in the second shot, I would cut at the point where there is the most amount of movement, and that would be the action match cut. This could work for running, backflips, diving. Any sort of dramatic, explosive movement would be perfect for an action match cut. Again, just make sure the action and the shape of the person in the frame is going to be the same. The third type of match cut is a sound match cut or a sound bridge. And essentially this is carrying one sound from the first shot over into the second shot. Now, when we're watching a video and we have 2 clips next to each other, our brain has to process the new video and the new audio. So there's 2 things to process every time we're changing shot. But a sound bridge or a sound match cut helps to resolve that issue. Rather than having the video and the audio cutting at the same time, we cut the video first, and then a moment later the audio cuts. So it gives the brain a second to process the video change and then the audio change. It makes that transition a lot more seamless. And of course it could go the other way. We could hear the audio from the next shot come in, and then we see that next shot. It just helps to make a really seamless transition between 2 video clips. Now, as a music video director, my favorite style of match cut is a color match cut. And this is where you use a color palette or a specific color to use as your match cut. So if in the first shot the predominant color is red, by using a color match cut, we would then cut into another shot with that red color palette. They could be completely different subject matters, they could be filmed completely differently, but as long as they've both got that primary red, that strong red color in the shots, this is going to create a really awesome color match cut. Now, like I said at the start of this, I love to use the color match cut when I'm filming music videos. It's a really quick and simple way to navigate through the music video and tell the story, whilst also creating really beautiful cinematography and editing. Now, the next match cut is going to be a direction match cut. And simply put, if something is traveling from screen left to screen right in the first shot, in the second shot you want that same direction to occur. Now, this could be a ball thrown in one shot and then somebody running in the next shot, but as long as they're both traveling in that same direction, it's going to create this really cool direction-based match cut. And the last match cut to think about when you're creating your videos is an idea or a metaphor-based match cut. Essentially put, what connects the 2 subjects in these shots? They might not be directly linked, but maybe you could look for a metaphor or a connotation or something that's going to link them, and that is going to create a really cool match cut. Now, this one is less visually based. The color match cut is all visual, but this one is more of your metaphor. It's more about your story and your narrative, and it's a great way of evolving and telling your story. Now, for all of these visual based match cuts, so the graphic, the action, the color, the idea, the direction, all of these should not be overdone. If you're doing visual based match cuts on every other transition, it's going to be too much. It's going to water down the power of those match cuts and people will just stop seeing them. Now, the reason why I didn't include the audio transition, the sound bridge, is because sound bridges are very effective. And as a viewer, we will notice the audio a lot less than the visuals. So feel free to use sound bridges more frequently than you would do with these visual based match cuts. But there you go. Match cuts are a very effective and powerful way of telling your story and creating a powerful edit. Just be careful not to overdo them.